for a number of years now. And she's going to actually give you an activity to do with your pen, and there are pens right on your tables. You know, there are some people that are very accomplished in their fields, and they go by just one name. There's Cher, there's Bono, there's Madonna,
And there's Roz.
Beyonce.
We have Roz.
Well, when it comes to working in a woman's right to choose and protecting that at NARAL, we have a person here that goes by one name, and one name only, and her name is Roz.
Yay!
So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, Roz, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, from now on, it's just Roz. I know why you're here. You're here because you support our mission and because you support our work. You're here because you want to make sure that the right to choose, to determine one's own reproductive destiny, must always be available to women, to you, to your daughters, granddaughters, sisters, nieces, friends, to every woman. I want to tell you about a meeting I had a few weeks ago with a group of 8th grade boys and girls. As part of their social studies curriculum, they were involved in a school-wide research project on the constitutionality of issues like same-sex marriage, the death penalty, and abortion. Each year, their school sends a group of students to speak with NARAL staff, as well as with the staff of an anti-choice group. This year, perhaps because the subject of abortion rights has been prominently featured in the news, so many students signed up for the topic that 2 groups were sent to NARAL. As a member of the board and as a past chair, I was invited to speak with one of the groups. I spent an hour with them at NARAL, and I answered their questions, which ranged from, what accounts for your passion for this subject, to, do you have any friends who are not pro-choice? No. And I tried to encourage them to think differently about the issue and about loaded terms like partial birth abortion. Last week, I received a thank you note from the group's student leader, which said in part, at first, I admit to being slightly condescending to your viewpoint, having been leaning pro-choice, pro-life. However, when you told us your story of your own backstreet abortion, I was struck by the simple fact that one can say as much as they like about abortion, but until you've had the experience yourself, abortion cannot be fully understood. That I even got a glance at such an experience was life-changing to me. I realized after that everyone must decide for themselves where their morals lie. NARAL really isn't encouraging abortions, is it? You are encouraging the right to think. Your experience was more convincing than 1,000 words. The work of NARAL Pro-Choice America is to tell the stories, state the facts, and stand up for choice. But it costs money to do that. NARAL donor Sandy Lerner has made a generous challenge grant to today's attendees. If we can raise an additional $15,000 at this luncheon, she will match it. If every person in this room makes even a modest additional gift, we are there. A donor card is at your seat, and there is a captain at each table who will collect the completed cards. If those 8th graders were here today, I'll bet I could also tell them how generous NARAL supporters are. Please give as much as you can and help us to tell the stories, state the facts, and stand up for choice. Thank you.